Happy Thursday, everyone. We're almost to the weekend. Looks like a pretty decent weekend weather-wise for us across Northeast Ohio and Northwest PA, but we've got some forecast challenges until the weekend. In the meantime, in case you missed it yesterday, I posted this pretty awesome high-resolution satellite picture of northern Ohio and Lake Erie. Here is the shoreline of northern Ohio. Cleveland's right in here. This is mostly snow on the ground across Northeast Ohio, northwestern PA. Not really cloud cover, but snow showing up on the satellite picture. And well, this is ice, of course, over Lake Erie. The lake is not completely frozen over, but we do have quite a bit of ice across the north central part of Lake Erie. The coastline of northern Ohio is pretty much ice covered at this point. Most of the open areas are in the deepest part of the lake, as we would expect, and that would be the eastern end of Lake Erie, over towards Erie, Pennsylvania, and Buffalo, New York. But where the lake is really shallow in the western part of Lake Erie, we've got a pretty thick ice shield out here. So really awesome high-resolution satellite picture in case you didn't see it when I posted it yesterday. Let's talk about today. Here's our surface map today, showing an area of low pressure down along the Gulf Coast, another one up here across the Midwest. And as we've been talking about, these are eventually going to marry up and join forces along the eastern seaboard to produce a whopper of a blizzard for parts of southern New England by tomorrow night and into Saturday. But it'll take a little while before these things kind of join forces, and for us, this won't be a huge deal. In fact, the southern system, the one down here towards the Gulf, won't have much impact on us at all. It's this northern branch feature that'll swing through very late tonight and tomorrow morning and give us kind of a wintry mix and perhaps some slushy travel for a couple of hours during midday tomorrow. Here's a look at the national radar and satellite composite. Here's the radar down in the south, the showers associated with that southern area of low pressure across the north. I'll zoom in a little bit here. We've got rain and mixed precipitation, and even a little snow out across the Midwest, heading up into the Great Lakes as well. Some of these radar returns across Pennsylvania, New York State, not reaching the ground. In other words, it's virga precipitation falling out of the cloud but drying up before it reaches the ground. But this is all legitimate out here across much of the Midwest, and that's what's coming our way for about 24 hours from right now. Visible satellite this morning shows a lot of clouds around. We had beautiful sunshine yesterday afternoon despite the cold temperatures. Looked awfully nice out. Today will not be as sunny. There'll be some breaks of sun, yes, but overall a cloudier day. We've got a kind of a donut hole in the clouds right out through here across parts of the lower Ohio Valley, and some of that clearing may try to sneak in here before the day is through. But again, the overall idea today is cloudier than yesterday. Let's take a look at computer models now and head into the future. What can we expect as we fast forward now into tonight? This is 1 o'clock Friday morning, showing our area of low pressure in the south, now moving north up the eastern seaboard as it moves over the water. It is going to start to strengthen. Also, our northern area of low pressure right in through here starts heading our way, and precipitation will spread in around daybreak tomorrow, maybe 6:30, 7:30 tomorrow morning. Big question has always been what kind of precipitation is going to fall when it arrives here in northeast Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, and it's still looking like kind of a mixed bag. May actually come in as just plain rain. Small chance it's freezing rain if temperatures are around 31 or 32, but I think odds favor the temperature actually being around 33, 34, just warm enough for just plain rain and wet roads for the morning drive tomorrow. If we have some travel difficulties, it would actually be later in the morning tomorrow as colder air wraps in on the back side of this system during the midday and the afternoon tomorrow. We should see a change over to some wet snow. Not a big accumulation. I think most of us will see a slushy inch, maybe inch and a half, 2 inches at most. A lot of that accumulation would be on the non-paved surfaces because of the air temperature, probably around freezing. It'll be kind of hard for that snow to stick on the major roadways. So secondary streets, non-paved surfaces, sure, we can get a slushy inch or two during the course of the midday hours tomorrow. That pushes away and becomes our monster blizzard, and I'll talk a little bit more about that blizzard here coming up. But let's focus on our weather locally, northeast Ohio, western PA. Heading into the weekend, things are looking pretty good. Here's Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Nose of high pressure coming in from the north. It'll be a chilly day Saturday, but not a bad day at all. We'll see a fair amount of sunshine for the afternoon on Saturday. Sunday's kind of the opposite. We'll start with sun. We'll end with clouds. Here's Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Rain pushing into southwestern Ohio up to about I-71 by about 7 o'clock Sunday evening. As we head through the overnight Sunday night into Monday morning, that rain will push into the Youngstown area, Cleveland, Pittsburgh as well. No worries with any frozen precipitation this time around. This system Sunday night and early Monday will be all rain, simply too warm for any snow or wintry shenanigans. As we go through Monday, though, I think we'll see a transition to colder weather. The high Monday is probably in the morning. Temperatures will fall in the afternoon. It's not outside of the realm of possibility we see some flurries by the end of the day Monday as that colder air wraps in. And as we take a sneak peek at the middle of next week, a little bit closer to Valentine's Day, this model, the GFS model, brings us some snow by Wednesday, the day before Valentine's Day. That's the GFS version of events. Here's the European counterpart. Well, nothing. So certainly we have some challenges for the middle of next week. Potential is there for a little snow. Potential is also there that it just stays dry through midweek. Let's talk about this blizzard coming up in the Northeast. Again, the reason why we've got a blizzard coming is the northern area of low pressure that impacts us late tonight, tomorrow morning, is going to join forces with the southern system. That southern system comes up the east coast, and as it does so, look what happens. Here's the pressure chart as we go through Friday, and here is Friday night, about midnight, a little after midnight. Notice what happens here. Intense low pressure has formed off the coast of Massachusetts and Long Island. As this comes north, boy, the snow is just going to be coming down at incredible rates across parts of Massachusetts, New Hampshire, over towards down east Maine, and a true blizzard here with snowfall rates of a few inches an hour and winds gusting to 45 or 50 miles per hour. Travel almost impossible up here for at least a day, maybe two, and overall snowfall totals somewhere in here, maybe just west of Boston and up into southern parts of New Hampshire and maybe just west of Portland, Maine. They could be upwards of 3 feet or more. Wouldn't be shocked if the highest absolute total was actually around 4 feet somewhere across southern New England with this system. So if you have friends or relatives up there, well, they've got to be on the lookout for a potentially top 5 kind of a snowstorm in the Northeast. A higher resolution view of what will happen here real quickly. Let's fast forward to tomorrow morning at daybreak. Here we are at 7 a.m. Friday. This model, the NAM model, shows green. That means liquid precipitation, and temperatures, again, on this model, just a hair above freezing. So a chilly rain to start our Friday, but probably not much in the way of travel difficulties. As we go into the afternoon, though, the cold air wraps in. Notice the 32-degree line, a little hard to see, perhaps. It's the blue line here. Gets a little closer once again, and we'll see some snow showers, and maybe we get a slushy inch or two midday and afternoon tomorrow. So overall snowfall amounts, probably on the order of an inch or two, pretty minor. We'll skip past the technical stuff here on our chart, but I just wanted for fun to show you this particular computer model for Boston, Massachusetts. Here are the projected snowfall amounts. Take a look at the legend on the left if these numbers are hard to see. Here's 20, 25, 30, 35 inches, and these models are zeroing in on Boston, Massachusetts, picking up about 30 inches worth of snow from this blizzard coming up. So kind of a fun chart to look at. Not so fun, though, if you live in southern New England and are dealing or getting ready to deal with this blizzard. Be sure to watch 21 News at midday for Justice Forecast, and I'll be on at 6 and 11 tonight with all the details on our weather here across the Mahoning Valley. Have a great day.